It's another ridiculous night as my roundtable joins me, Ben, the ridiculous Riddick and Rants concerning the nerd culture of yesterday and today. Joining me, all by herself, at
God
this roundtable.
damn it.
I'm going to try this again. Because my computer is a sack of shit.
That's really funny. Like, that was the perfect timing for it to cut out.
Yeah, because you were all by yourself after that.
Yep, I was. Joining you all by yourself was me all by myself.
Oh my gosh. Should I do the whole intro again, or should I just,
I don't know. You're good at editing. You can cut and paste in the middle.
Maybe I'll just leave this all in and everyone can experience the magic that has been this wonderful day.
Behind the scenes.
It's another ridiculous night as my roundtable joins me, Ben, the ridiculous Riddick and Rants concerning the nerd culture of yesterday and today. Joining me at my roundtable, all by her lonesome, is Nikki, the powerful Powell. Always
Oh,
lovely
hi.
and such.
All by my lonesome. All over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, your hair and my shirt match.
Look at that. Purple. In case,
Purple.
those that are listening can't see. I,
Yes.
I went purple. It's awesome.
It is awesome. I agree.
Everyone loves it except my boss. He's the only person that's like, it's too bright. Well, everyone else loves it, so I don't care.
And boo fucking who.
Pretty much. I'm like, are you gonna fire me for it? No. Well, then, too bad for you.
So, Nikki,
Yeah,
we've been bailed on,
we've been bailed on.
and
Jerks.
I'll cut Kenny some slack. There's this big event going on at Disney that he has to work because he's an event
Guy.
something or another. I don't really know what he does. I just know it's important, and he works a lot.
He
That's
does. He's a very hard worker. Kenny's got good excuses.
Yeah. James, on
James,
the
on
other
the other
hand,
hand,
I don't know what he's doing. He wouldn't even tell me. All I know is I got a text message from him that said, "I'm not going to make it for dinner." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't realize I was providing you dinner tonight."
well, it's a good thing you and I are having steak and lobster, because he can.
Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
Thanks to not having to feed an extra mouth, we were able
Right?
to splurge.
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he can suck it. If he ditches, that's fine. I miss Kenny, though. The ginger beard. It's not the same without him.
It really isn't. Sometimes
Right.
you need that face of ginger
I know, right?
in
It's like a
your
bright, glowing orange beacon of happiness.
yeah. Yeah, and it's always bright. Did you know, Nikki?
Huh.
Now I can say this safely because I know Kenny doesn't listen to the podcast. Did you know when Kenny gets in the water, he glows in the dark?
Magic. I didn't know that.
Like
What a superpower.
literally glows in the dark.
Is it because he's so white and pasty?
Pretty much.
I'm pretty
It
white
is,
and pasty right now.
it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
That's really funny. Is he translucent too? Because that'd be really easy to get an IV in him.
I haven't looked for that.
Just dunk him underwater and put the IV in then.
There you go. And since our last episode, it's been a while since we've recorded a new episode.
Uh-huh.
Since our last episode, I went to hang out with you in your wonderful little town that you live in.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That's in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the boonies. I always
I'll
think
tell
it's a nice, pretty big, decent-sized town until somebody from outside of a small town comes in and they're like, what is this? Like, I don't get it. Where's everything?
Now, I've lived in my fair share of small towns.
Uh-huh.
I lived in a town that had their longest road was 2 miles long.
Holy shit.
Everybody knew each other, but it was still really close to other towns.
Uh-huh.
When I drove home that night, I was absolutely fucking terrified. There are no streetlights on the 101
No.
in that area. It is pitch
No.
black.
Yeah.
And, because I wanted to just be home at that point because I was getting tired, was driving 90 down 101. And all I could think of is, man, I hope this really sharp turn doesn't come out of nowhere because
Right?
I will drive off the road.
Yeah, no, not a good idea. Yeah, lots of tiny roads with no lights. We
Yeah.
don't believe in lights around here out in the boonies. Sorry.
No. No, apparently you do not. But we did get to play some of that Cards Against Humanity.
Yes, we did
Which
Cards Against Humanity. We
oh
introduced you to
and
Frisbee Golf, which you didn't suck
which
at.
oh my God, that was so amazing. And I found a frisbee golf course out here,
Oh,
and
you
now I
did?
just
Nice.
gotta, yeah, I just have to get some of the frisbees, the discs.
Yeah, it's a nice game to have. Like my grandma likes to take a walk after holiday dinners and stuff like that. So now instead of just going on a walk, we play the course. And we think we have four courses in Ukiah. There's like or one in Willits, or two in Lakeport. There's a lot of them out here.
It
So
was it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and I
good.
do greatly appreciate that you guys took me.
Yeah, our pleasure. Thanks for coming out. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, good. Good
Good.
was your pleasure. God
I
damn it.
know.
Um, and you finally started playing Unity, I heard.
I did. I got sick and tired of waiting for G to get off his ass and put his in. So we put him in the other day. He's been off work all week. So what was it, Monday night or something? We put him in, or Sunday or whatever, and we're like, yeah, we'll play the whole evening. We got the evening off together. And we put them in, and it turns out we both needed to update. And with the
Oh,
garbage internet that we have and the size of the update, it said like 50 hours for each of us. And plus, we were trying to watch Netflix at the same time, and I was on my phone, and he was on his phone, all attached to Wi-Fi. We're like, fuck it, let's turn everything off. We're going to go to a friend's house. And right before we left, the power went out. Yeah. So the
oh,
power went out in the whole town. I don't know what it was. Like, a little sprinkle of rain came down, and the whole city just shut down. I don't know. So we didn't even get to download it. So I came home, like, Monday or Tuesday after work or whatever, and I re-downloaded mine, and then he finished his, but he's been playing Dying Light for the last week since he's been on vacation, and he's obsessed with it, or trying to play it or whatever, and I'm like done. I'm done. As soon as I figured out that you have to play the first like 20 minutes or whatever of Assassin's Creed before you can get to the co-op, I was like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna play on myself, and I'm gonna clear the maps like I usually do, and I'm gonna start my missions, and then when he's ready to play co-op, it's already ready, and I have built up my character and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah. How are you liking it?
it's Assassin's Creed. I like it. You know me. It's back to buildings. I mean, I haven't gotten too far in the story. I like to clear my maps. I just finished hitting every synchronization point in
Uh,
France. I've cleared two.
it's the first thing I do in any Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed game.
you have to. And I tried to get every single chest that I could. I just got a little bit bored with it after a while. So I'm like, okay, I've gotten most of the chests in three of the sections.
I
So
hate that some of those nomad chests you have to like use the app for.
you do?
Yeah, there are some chests that you can't open unless you've played the game on the iPhone.
I had no idea. I'm
Yeah,
missing chests. That
apparently they're
sucks.
the blue ones.
There's I hate I don't like the lockpick. I don't at all. It's a really I'm not very good at time games, like how it has the lever that you have to stop at a certain spot. I'm really bad at those. And so I use all five picks on one lock. And it's just the easiest lock, so I'm really afraid of what's going to happen when I get to the really hard lock, because like I'm going to be screwed.
Yeah,
So,
the
and then I
the
open it. I spend five lock picks trying to get it open, and then there's $150 in there. I'm like, oh well, I just used all my lock picks to get the exact same amount of money that I needed to buy the goddamn lock picks. It's a whole circle of just like breaking shit and buying shit.
yeah, that's how it works. The lockpick I feel in this one is just 10 times more difficult.
Yeah, I don't like it. If it was, I don't know, if it was a slower game that was more hand-eye coordination to like, get it in there or something, I would see. But it's just like press the button and it'll stop, but it doesn't stop when you press the button. It like goes an extra inch and
Exactly.
yeah. So if I could get rid of that part, I would say that I'm in love with it already. But I can't. I like it. I can like that I can change his outfit. That's fun. I went through and made him look like a general. He's pretty sweet.
Gotcha. Mine looks like a medieval fighter.
Yeah, I got him all dressed up, and G was like, he looks like Eric from Little Mermaid, because he's got those, like, the shoulder thing with the tassels on it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, good, okay, suck it. He looks awesome.
The infamous phrase by Nikki, suck it.
Suck it? Pretty much. I need that on a shirt.
I don't find myself interested in the character of Arno at all. That's been my issue. It's like I started it, and I really just kind of fell out of playing it.
I don't like his name.
His name is really dumb.
I know, it's really dumb. I mean, going from Ezio, I didn't really like Connor's name either, and I liked Kenway. That was a good one.
Yeah.
But I don't like his name. It's boring. Bothers me. They could have picked something a little more French.
Yeah. Or, they could have not done French Revolution.
I mean, I like it. It's somewhere different, and I like seeing all the old places and stuff.
Okay. How do you feel about what the next one's going to be? Victorian England.
Cool. I mean, honestly,
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed is
Creed.
Assassin's Creed to me. Yeah. The only one that I did not thoroughly love was the first one. Everyone knows that. I'll vouch for all the games and say I like all of them. You all know what my favorite one is, and whatever. It's a good game. It's entertaining for me. It's actually relaxing and therapeutic when I'm just going for like the chests and stuff. Honestly, I can spend an entire day doing that, which is what I did yesterday and this morning. So I have no problem if it's the same repetitive game in a new place with a slightly new story. Doesn't bother me at all.
Gotcha. I mean, the repetitiveness doesn't bother me. It is literally just I can't get into the character. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed 3 for me. I could not.
And he's gone again.
I'll tell you what, I'm about to throw this computer out the goddamn window.
I don't know if it's Google Hangouts today that keeps screwing up or what it is. Like, it's not your internet, is it?
Because what's actually happening is my entire computer is just going to sleep randomly for no reason.
So it is your computer. It's not Google Hangouts. What kind of computer do you have?
A MacBook.
That sucks.
Thanks, Nikki.
Well, I was like, if it was
really...
other than MacBook, I would tell James he can go suck it. But since it's a MacBook, I don't know what to tell you.
Aren't you glad James isn't here right now?
Yeah. So don't let him listen to this episode. Don't anybody tweet at him about it. If I find out that he finds out about it, I'll hunt you down, whoever told him, just so you know.
Anyways, so what I was saying is I didn't like the character of Connor, so I had a hard time playing the character of Connor.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure I'm going to go back to Unity and finish it. It's not top on my list. I just started, or got back into playing Far Cry 4, which I'm enjoying. And I downloaded Valiant Hearts, and I'm really excited to start playing that.
Good. I think I want to play Dying Light when G's done. It looks fun. It looks like Walking Dead-ish.
Yeah.
It's all zombies and stuff.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the zombies.
Not me. I like zombies.
No,
I get zombies in small doses. It's not like I sit there and I watch Walking Dead. I watch a full season of it in 2 days and I'm done. I don't have.
I don't know if that's a small dose.
Well, I get it, and I don't have to deal with it for months and months and months at a time. I deal with it for a weekend, and then I think about it for a week, and then I'm over it. So it's like whenever I get my dose of zombie, it seems okay. It's about time, you know. Like Game of Thrones, I'm not burned out. I don't burn myself out on genres like that.
Uh-huh.
You know, like Assassin's Creed will come out once a year. I get my 1 month fix of Assassin's Creed that it takes me to play it because I spend all my time collecting shit, and then I'm done. So that's why it's weird that there's 2 out. Like, oh, he didn't buy. Isn't there 2 out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the second one.
Like Rogue?
Rogue, yeah. We haven't bought that yet.
PS3.
It is? Well, I mean, we still have our PS3s. So
Right. No, I know.
Probably end up getting it. I didn't know it was just for PS3. I thought it was for both, or one or the other.
I've heard Rogue is actually pretty fun. Like,
what's the difference between Rogue and Unity? Is it just another Assassin's Creed, or is there something?
It is another Assassin's Creed. I think Rogue takes place in the Caribbean again.
Oh. Well, that's cool. Like, I didn't know if it had some different. I just don't understand why you release 2 at once. I don't get it. Like, save them.
They wanted to have people to. They wanted to have people on the previous gen. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh well, because wait, wasn't Assassin's Creed 4? Wasn't that for PS3 or was that just PS4?
No, it was for both.
It was for both? Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I can see if they did it, like one for PS3 and one for PS4 this time, because last time it was just for PS4, but if it wasn't, I don't understand. I don't know. It's weird that you'd release 2 different games on 2 different consoles. I don't know. Just make one of them for both, and then save the next one for next year, and have more time to make the second one for both, or whatever.
Well, I mean, it's Ubisoft. They have a lot of different studios in general, and they had 2 separate studios working on Rogue and Unity.
Yeah. I don't know. See, if I played both of them, then I'd probably burn myself out on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm hopeful for the next Assassin's Creed, and I'll never stop playing them. It's just it's been harder to keep my attention on it.
Yeah. I don't know. See, for me, it keeps my attention because I don't know. Maybe it's because I spend so much time doing other stuff, and I don't know. I like them. They're entertaining for me, and they keep my attention, and it's so easy for me to just go and play it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't have to, like, Walking Dead, I have to put myself aside time, and I have to get through a chapter. Like, if I don't get through an episode in one sitting, I'm not very happy.
I understand that, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I am looking forward to? All the Borderlands games coming to PS4.
How many?
Well, Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel.
Oh, they're remaking them for PS4.
Yeah, there's a big, the remaster little things, and it all comes in one disc, and
yeah,
which of course I'll get digitally. But I love freaking Borderlands. I've been playing Tales from the Borderlands also. Oh my gosh, so good.
Oh, I want to play that so bad.
I didn't realize Troy Baker was in it.
Troy Baker's in everything.
I know Troy Baker's in everything, but
if it's not Troy Baker, it's Nolan North. It's one of the 2 of them is in everything.
I guess you're right. I guess.
I'm right. No, I'm right.
Well, it's really good, and I highly recommend it. So, in your face. So, as Nikki would say, suck it.
Suck it.
Yep. Do you want to talk about HBO?
And how gay Comcast is? How dumb
gay
they
Comcast is. Comcast just does not have anything going for it at all. Like, I don't think anyone actually chooses to use Comcast. I think it's just
choose to use Comcast only because their pricing is good, their speed is good, and I've never had an actual problem with them. Just have things that they do that tick me off.
They don't throttle your bandwidth after a certain amount of time?
If they do, I don't notice it.
I think the Bay Area might have been like a test ground for that
Uh-huh.
because my brother-in-law has it, and he only has Comcast because it's the only option available to him.
Yeah. No, we have AT&T, but the price is ridiculous and their service sucks so horrible. We had AT&T and T, and you couldn't connect more than two devices to the Wi-Fi without it completely crashing. So we
So
got
yeah,
rid of it.
I'm using AT&T and haven't had an issue with it at all.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just in this area of where I live or because I know other people in my town that have AT&T and T and they really like it, but no, it was not working. I couldn't. If I podcasted, everyone else in town had to be not in town. Everyone in
No one
town had to
else
be
in
off the
town
internet.
could not be on the internet.
That was it, guys. That podcasting is
Right.
important. Turn off everything. No, everyone in the house had to be disconnected from the Wi-Fi, and
Oh,
whoever was on the hard line, like whoever was plugged in, they had to unplug too. Like it was really, really bad. And as soon as
that's-
we had Comcast, it's perfect. G can watch Netflix. I can be on my phone on the Wi-Fi. I can be on my computer on the Wi-Fi, and it works really well.
I personally have not witnessed that kind of issue with Uverse, but I can understand how that would be frustrating.
Yeah.
Um, but the general consensus, if you search Reddit, if you go on Twitter, if you're on
Oh, is that
Facebook,
Comcast can suck a dick?
yeah, a big fat one,
Yes.
and choke on it and die is what
Yes,
I've heard.
pretty much.
Um, and you know there have been Reddit movements
Uh-huh.
where people will like tag pictures of swastikas with Comcast. So when you
Aw.
Google Comcast, every once in a while in the images, you'll just notice like
Swastika.
yeah, a random swastika that
The
makes it
Nazi paraphernalia.
yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh my God.
That's horrible.
So, and I mean, I just did a Google search of Comcast right now, and 90% of them, of the images, are no to Comcast or Comcast with like devil horns attached to it or
Yeah.
Comcast fail or
I told G that as soon as Google Fiber hits our town, I'm like, I don't care how much it is. It's
dude,
not.
Google
I
Fiber is
want it.
not going to hit your town.
In like 10 years, when all the kinks are worked out, and I'm totally fine with that.
Google Fiber is never going to come to your small ass little town. Come
It
on.
will. It will one day.
You know what pisses me off? Google Fiber still has not come to the Bay Area. Do you know where
That's
Google is based?
San Francisco.
In the Bay Area. It
Yeah.
makes absolutely no sense. No sense, Nikki.
That's really funny, actually.
Well, you know,
Well, at
I'll be
least we don't
able to
have to
use
get
it.
at least we don't have to get Time Warner Cable. I heard that sucks even more than Comcast.
That one I've heard mixed things on. Like people in Texas like Time Warner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got friends in LA that just can't fucking stand it.
Well, so what's happened in Texas is Google Fiber has come into like Austin. So people in Austin are switching over to Google Fiber,
Mm-hmm.
and in order to save themselves, Time Warner is offering at no extra charge the fiber speeds because now the
Huh.
infrastructure is there.
Nice.
So I've heard some people liking it more, and that's what I'm most excited about with Google Fiber, is that it's just going to drive competition for these other cable providers way
Yeah.
up. It,
Well,
it's
I know someone in LA that's got AT&T and T and Time Warner. So they have Time Warner going to their living room and AT&T going to their office because if they have one or the other, it's garbage. But if they can split it and have both,
oh
then
my
each
God.
one can work on good speeds. Because I
How
guess
how
either one
much
of
does
them
he
just
spend?
probably a lot. I don't question. And they've got a job that that's cool, dude. You can afford it, like fuck it, whatever. But normal person. But I mean, if you're streaming all of your television content, like I mean I do, but if
Yeah.
you're also streaming videos and podcasting and doing all that kind of stuff in your office and it's all internet based, like, well, I guess, that's what you're working for is to pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It's silly.
It's silly that he has to do do that he can't
Yeah.
get one internet that'll just do the good job the
One
way it's supposed to be
internet to
done.
rule them all.
Basically,
The one internet.
to bind them with the fiber.
Yeah, to bind them with the fiber. One search engine to find them.
Google.
But I will be able to enjoy some HBO Go on my PS4.
Hate you.
Although I've been able, I can't remember if the Xbox One has HBO Go.
Yes,
Oh, well then I've
it
been
does.
able to enjoy it
Yeah, I
already.
think that's so goddamn stupid. But I still don't know, even if Comcast would allow me to have it, can I just sign up for Google or for HBO Go, or do you still have to have cable and then you have HBO Go on top of it? Like I still can't just
Well,
sign up for HBO Go, right?
not yet. Remember
Okay.
though, at the end of last year, they announced at some point in 2015.
Yeah, streaming sort of service.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that you'll be able to get it, but what I'm wondering is since you use Comcast internet, if
If
they're
they'll
somehow
stop
going
it.
to block it.
They shouldn't, because that's net neutrality right there, and you can't tell me how I can use my internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
I think I don't know, that's bullshit, but I don't know. We'll see. As soon as it comes out, I'll be the first to let you know. Because I am getting HBO Go if it comes out in a subscription form. I don't care how much
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
so am I.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is what I want is just HBO
This
and
podcast
nothing
is going to
else.
be full of either a sniffle from me or a sniffle from you. This is the
I
beverage.
know it's so bad that it's the allergies, man. Like
I don't think mine are the allergies.
I had a day where I was like sneezing nonstop and I thought it was allergies, and then by the end of the day, I was so congested that my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
Like open or closed, it didn't matter. They hurt.
Yeah. It's when you take some Advil PM and you knock yourself on your ass and
Yeah.
sleep it off. Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm like, it's my Sunday and I have to go to work tomorrow. And
It's
I'm
my
like,
Sunday.
great.
Nice.
I know I'm just feeling like garbage right now, and I know tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh, I'm sick of the while I go to work. The
Yesterday was
life.
worse for me. Yesterday was much worse for me.
No, today is the start of it. Tomorrow will be bad. The day after will be the worst, and then I'll start tapering on off after that, and it'll stick around for probably about 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
can tell.
I hate being sick.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure nobody actually likes being sick, but I really hate being sick
I like
more
being
than
sick
anything
for
else.
like one day, because then I can stay and play video games all day
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
or watch movies.
Movies, those are fun.
Hmm.
Well, Nikki, I think we've kind of devolved into
Have we?
talking about health.
I think we evolved into talking about movies. Segue.
Movies, that's
Age of
right.
Ultron trailer came out,
It did. That
and
movie
it
looks,
looks awesome.
yeah, it does look awesome. I'm excited.
So, Mister, I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't know how to feel about it. I'm just,
It's Avengers. What's not to
I
like?
know, I'm really
I mean,
excited about
I
another
mean,
Avengers
tell me, out of the
movie.
two, what's your percentage of like?
What? Out
Do
of the
you
two?
okay? The last two, there's been two Avengers. Oh wait, has there only been one?
There's only been one.
Okay, so out of the one, what's your percentage of like?
What are you even saying? I don't
So did
understand.
you 100% like the movie? Were you entertained? Were you not entertained? Or did the movie suck? Yes or no? Did you like it or
Oh,
did you hate
okay.
it?
No, I loved it.
Okay, so then you have 100% like ratio right now. Like the next one, it's a very, very highly unlikely that this next one's gonna suck. Or like of any of the Marvel movies. Like how many of the Marvel movies did you not like?
Well, let's talk about Fantastic Four.
We're not talking about those. We're talking about in the last like 3 or 5 years, okay? We're talking Iron Man, we're talking Thor, we're talking Captain America. We're not talking
Yeah.
Hulk because that doesn't count. I have
Um,
thoroughly enjoyed every single movie that they've come out with. It
I
is
will absolutely admit that.
okay,
Uh,
so it is highly unlikely that I will hate this one. Therefore, super excited. I know how to feel because I know what I felt watching the other ones.
good. I'm just so excited about Spider-Man eventually coming into it that I want that to happen now.
If they change from Andrew Garfield, I'm not
They
into
are
it.
going to change
And I
for
don't know
Andrew
how to feel
Garfield.
about that. Okay? That's what I don't know how to feel about. Because now I'm connected to this new Spidey. I
So
like him.
here's what I think is going to happen. It's not going to be Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's
There's
going to
another
be
Peter.
yes, there are other Spider-Man.
Oh, God damn. You can't just pick one person to be a character. It's like
I
you gotta have two Green Lanterns and you gotta have two Spider-Men and
There's
oh,
a lot more than two Green Lanterns,
I know
but
there's a lot more than two Green Lanterns. You know what I mean? Hal Jordan,
especially Hal
whatever
Jordan.
his name is.
Oh my God,
John. Is it John? John or
John Stewart.
John Stewart? There we go. I was halfway right. Okay.
Don't forget about Guy Gardner and Kyle Rayner.
I've never heard those names in my life.
Oh my God, Nikki.
Do I look like the person that
Anyways,
picks up every comic? No. I read Harley and Batman, and that is it. When I have time.
when you have time,
When
you
I have
read
time.
Fables.
Yeah, but I also haven't picked it up in like 6 months.
Just saying, you read it every once
I
in a
read
while.
I read one comic a year, okay? And if I'm gonna pick
Yep.
a comic, it's sure as hell not gonna be a Green Damn Lantern comic.
Oh, aren't you glad Kenny isn't here? No, so
Yes.
my reason for the hesitation on it is I'm falling out of love with Marvel characters in general.
No. Have you seen Chris Hemsworth's jawline? You can't fall out of love with that.
I think I can. I'm pretty sure I can. They
No,
are
it's
fun
it's
movies.
it's physics. It's impossible.
They are fun movies, but I still think that comics work better as TV shows.
I do not agree at all.
Well, it's okay to be wrong every once in a while, Nikki.
I know. I'm glad you accept that.
I mean, comics are serialized already,
True,
so
but
it
I can't
makes.
pay attention to that. I can't. I have attention span of a goldfish, so show me a movie and I'm okay. I like the movies.
So you know a great comic book movie that I did see recently?
Hmm.
Kingsman. That
Kingsman.
movie was
Kingsman. Kingsman.
phenomenal.
Is that on Netflix?
No, it
It
just
is
came
on
out
Netflix.
in theaters.
Oh. Oh yeah. Huh. Okay. Never mind.
It was absolutely fantastic, and I
What's it about?
loved. So it's about this secret service that is not run by any government. It's just a secret service that's like
Is
fancy
it
British
the
people with
is it the
suits.
one with the kid in his 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I saw the commercials, and the room's like filling with water.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, okay, it looked really
Uh,
funny.
that it was funny. It was hilarious. It was funny.
It was
It was
hilarious.
action packed. Now, like the best part of that movie is the action scenes. Like the fight scenes were so well choreographed, and it wasn't like those shaky camera action scenes. Like you
Yeah.
know the kind I'm talking about? Like all of the camera movements were incredibly fluid, so you could actually see every little bit of the fight.
Ah, okay.
It
So it
kind of
wasn't like
reminded
Transformers.
no, or like any of the Bourne movies, or
Uh,
X-Men even in
more
the
like
in their
a
big.
more like a karate movie where they're showing the actual fight and the
Exactly. I was
camera's just
about to
like
say
there.
the fighting was a lot closer to like Kill Bill.
Okay.
Maybe not in the same kind of Quentin Tarantino bloody
Yeah, not the same
gore.
exact fight, but the same fight scene styling
Yeah,
that he goes
like you,
for.
you see wide sweeping shots of these epic fights.
Yeah. So it's
But
not just stuntmen getting blown across the screen. It's the
exactly,
actual. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
it fantastic movie, and I do highly recommend it
It
for.
looked good. It was more of a rental. It looked like to me than a pay $25 to go to the movies.
That was my thought too, but my dad was in town last week, and we had a couple hours downtime, and that was the next movie playing.
Uh huh.
I am so glad that I went to see it.
Good. We almost
So
went into. I can't remember what it was. We went to see something. We were gonna go watch something in IMAX. I can't remember what it was. And I'm really bummed we didn't get to go because I've never seen anything on IMAX.
really,
yeah, I can't remember what it was. The last time we were down in the Bay Area, we went to San Jose and went to the Winchester Mystery House. And the plan of the day was to run whatever errand we were actually down there for, go to the Winchester House, and then go to the movies. And then by the time we got out, the next movie wasn't showing until like 4 hours later, and we were like, fuck it, that's not going to happen, we're leaving. And I can't remember what it was. It was...
It was a really good story you just told.
I don't know.
And I'm glad you shared it with all of us.
I'm really glad that you're glad.
Yeah,
I'll
always
think
glad.
of it.
Yeah. So
Anyway, Avengers, excited!
yeah. I'll be. I'm sure I will be more excited when it comes out. I'm just not excited right now.
Oh,
It comes out
I'm
on Luke's
excited.
birthday,
When's that?
May 1st.
May 1st. Yep, I'll be going to the theater to see it. That'll be our 4 times a year of actually going to the movie theater.
Yeah, we don't really go to the movies that much either.
I like it, it's just too expensive. I like the popcorn, I like a slushie, I like the candy.
Our movie theater in Alameda, they do this classic movie Spring Fest thing,
Uh-huh.
which is awesome because they have this really big screen. It's not quite IMAX, but it is a really big screen, and they'll play old movies on it. So like you can buy for like $35 a person, you can buy this pack of tickets for up to 5 movies.
Nice.
I think it was 5 movies. I have to double check. But like they're doing Blade Runner, the director's cut this
Cool.
year, and I'm really excited about that. They're doing Guys and Dolls, which I love Guys and Dolls.
Of
Um,
course you do.
and there's a few other movies that they're playing, and that's going to be awesome. I love when movie theaters play old movies.
Our town doesn't do that, but they do. It's
You said
called...
doo-doo.
Haha, funny. You like guys and dolls.
Go to hell, Nikki.
They
I was
do.
a theater major, God damn it.
They do movies in the plaza, and one of the little plazas we drove by, I think we pointed it out to you. They close it off like they do for most town events. Like that's where all of our events happen, is like right on that street, and it's right next to the pizza place. So like round table, and so they'll put this big canvas up like movie screen or whatever, and they'll show some kids movie. It's always like rated G, rated PG kind of a thing, so that all the families bring their kids. It's free. The parking's free. If you want to go bring your own food, it's all free. You bring all your own seats and stuff, and everyone kind of picnics and sits and watches a movie in the plaza. And it's really nice, and I mean, obviously free, so it's really good to bring all of your kids to. And the kids fall asleep like 20 minutes in. But you can go and like get a pizza, and you can bring some beer and wine, and sit and watch a good movie. And they actually do some good ones every once in a while.
That's nice. I like things like that. Where I lived in Florida, there was a town nearby, Winter Park, that had a big park, and they would play, like, every once in a while, they'd play a movie in the park, kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was always
Our theater also does 10 o'clock, $2. And so at 10 o'clock in the morning for $2 a person, you can go and watch. Usually it's an older movie, at least 6 months or older. Like, it's probably all these movies have like just come out on DVD or something. But since the theater has the movie, they're like, fuck it, let's show it at 10 o'clock in the morning. And they're all like kids' movies. And so parents will take their kids there, and it's nice to do something really cheap and have it specifically be for kids, because it's like you take your kids to the movie theater, people are going to be like, oh, they brought their kid to the theater, and then what if your kid screams, and then it's annoying, and then whatever. So it's like, well, you're going to go, and the kids are going to scream because they're all kids, and nobody can complain because it's all kids.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand people who complain about kids going to the movie theater.
I don't get it either. I do understand about people complaining when the kids start screaming and you don't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, my kid's screaming, let me take them outside and calm them down and then bring them back in. But if your kids start screaming and you just let them go and go and go, like, I get that, but you're not, they paid good money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's been about an hour now, Nikki.
Has it? Feels like it's only been 5 minutes.
Uh,
I mean, when I'm not arguing with James, time goes by really, really fast.
Because you have fun, right?
A lot more fun.
Don't,
Relaxing.
don't you just enjoy my company?
Woosah.
I okay.
You don't know what woosah is?
It sounds
Have
familiar.
Have you never seen Bad Boys? Bad Boys 2?
Hmm.
Will
I have.
Smith?
No, I have. It's just
And he and the other guy, I can't remember his name, that's really bad. He played in The Black Knight.
yeah, no. I
He's
know
really funny.
exactly what you're talking about. It's been
Yeah.
so long since
He's,
I've
he,
seen that.
his therapeutic, woosah.
Ah.
His like Zen.
Okay.
Oh God, Ben, go watch a movie.
Yeah. Shut up, Nikki.
You're
Guys,
not
it's been
doing anything with
another
your life.
ridiculous night. As always, it's been a pleasure. You can find us on Twitter. Nikki is at HarleyQuinn103. I am at Ben Riddick. You can follow the podcast at RidiculousRT. This podcast you can subscribe to on iTunes and subscribe on YouTube. Hit those little like buttons. Let us know how wonderful we are.
Leave us a review. We like those.
I do like reviews. Reviews
We
are
don't
kind of
really have
nice.
any.
No, we don't. But
So
that's
go be the
okay.
first. Be the first, and I'll give you a shout out on Twitter. I'll be like, hey.
Even if it's a bad review, I'll read it on Twitter.
I'll be like, hey, this person's a dick, and they can suck it.
Guys, it's been another ridiculous night, and remember, you can't spell ridiculous
Ridiculous without
without
Riddick.
Riddick.